getting big. Look at you, boy. Stand up nice and strong. Little muscles coming in. Look at my little man. What's up, boy? Dang, I just had the focus right there. It goes. What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Scales 13. I have no plans. I literally don't know what I'm doing for this video. I'm just gonna feed my Ackie, and look at that beautiful face. You couldn't love that face. And we're just gonna see where this goes. And sorry, guys. I usually try to sit there and take like a sticky note and write out some stuff about, what I'm gonna do and what I'm gonna say, just so I stay on topic. Because trust me, I've noticed I am horrible at staying on topic in when I'm making videos. Probably just because I either amp myself up, I get too excited, or maybe I'm just bad at it in general. If I'm writing on a piece of paper and I'm doing a story for school, yeah, sure, I'm great with that. But as far as doing that in a conversation, talking to people, yeah, nah, I'm a mess. I just keep switching topics. So probably just because I'm comfortable with this, because I like it so much, and I'm doing this outside of school or work, it's probably why I am a little bit slow with that. Okay, so I'm just going to give him a couple of mealworms. These are large mealworms. As you know, I like the smaller ones better. Let's see if he comes over and takes them. Oh my god, I'm scared as hell. Oh my god. Let's see if he'll take them from my hand. Good boy. See, one thing I'm noticing with this, he's very gentle with the way he takes them. He doesn't go crazy. Like, don't get me wrong. Oh, I'm only going to do this for a second today, guys, I promise. The zoom is just too much for you guys to see. Darn it, you missed the second mealworm. Anyway, guys, my point being is that this little guy, he's very picky with the way he grabs the food. He knows not to bite me, which is awesome. Now, I've never kept any other type of monitor before, but I've seen videos. Had this been an Argus monitor or a Savannah or, oh God, or any of those real big monitors, then I'd be worried. But his mouth is so small, it's like a pair of tweezers. And it's not that these animals, I'm not calling them super aggressive or that, because, that's not fair because I've never had one. Or that, oh, they're so big, like, some of them do kind of explode towards you when they want the food. And some of them don't give a rat's ass. But my point being is that this guy is so little. And his mouth, what I'm saying is my hand can't fit in his mouth. Look at that. See that? And then he goes away because he knows the food is gone. And since he's getting used to my hand, my point being is that this animal, it took a long time for me to get him here too. He would never eat out of my palm before. But my point being is that this little animal here, see, I got some kale right here. I had these guys gut loading on kale. Kale's high in calcium, so I was like, sure, why not? Why not have these guys feed on kale? By the way, guys, don't for people who have other species, don't feed like just primarily kale to your iguana. It can bind them up. It's actually very high in calcium. It can actually give them too much. But like I said before, I'm always switching topics. Something else always grabs my attention. But enough about that. But yeah, these guys are gut loaded on a little bit of kale from when I first got them. Nice fresh batch of mealworms. But it took me a long time to get him used to the point where he would even come to my hand. Now he's coming, but he's very much in control. And what I know is he's intelligent. And, I know it's not the same as a water monitor or something. You go on Nerd, he's like always feeding his monitors and stuff. And he feeds them by hand. He just walks right up to them, pets them, and does whatever. And they're perfectly fine with it. I know this is a different species or whatever, but I had to also, as he got more confident, I had to get more confident with the fact that he's an intelligent animal. It's the difference between food and my hand. Now, it probably took me some time. Wow, I don't know what I was doing with that sentence. It probably took us both time to get confident in each other to do this, because I was not confident that he wouldn't bite me. And he wasn't confident enough to even come towards my hand. But this is good, because now he's getting kind of used to me touching him. And as you can see, he's not freaking out. The only thing he wants is food. So he's just over here just grabbing these mealworms and not biting me. And it's good. I'm glad I started the way I started, because starting with the tongues, I think, let him realize, hey, I feed you. Simple, before the hand even comes in. Then I would touch him. And look, see, that's a good thing about some of these falling off. My hand is not food. My hand is where the food is coming from, but my hand is not food. See that? Now, I'm not going to pick him up. I'm not going to try to do anything extra. Like I said, last time I got him out a little bit, some stuff made him a little nervous, and I don't want to keep doing that. I'm taking it nice and slow now. But things are getting progressive. Like, look, see? He's not running out of my hand after he ate, like, okay, good, he's gone. You know what I'm saying? He's kind of just sitting here chilling. He's getting much better. He's getting big, actually. And, oh, God. I'm not going to front, that scared me a little bit, but he's literally just licking my hand. See if there's any food left. Don't make me look like an idiot. Hey. Sometimes I just got to wiggle my hand a little bit to let him know, hey, this is my hand. This is something different. I don't like that. Like, a couple times he would pick food up around my fingertips, and he would try to go for the fingertip. And when he went for the fingertip, I would just wiggle my fingertip, and I would just start talking and tell him, hey, I don't like that. And then he would get nervous and kind of walk away and stuff. Now, let's see. I just moved my hand. Made him a little nervous. And he just kind of slunked away. But notice his tail's right there. He didn't completely go away for the day. Like, oh my God, I'm so scared. The human moved. Like, no, he's been watching me the whole time. But as you guys can see, and I'm not an expert at all, this might be a horrible idea. I was completely against him eating out of my hands before. But notice I don't take the food like this and hand it to him with my fingers protruding. And there he is. See? What I do is I lay my hand flat so he can take his time and meet me halfway. He can pick his food out and not think he has to pull it from my fingers and then mess and make a mistake, and then I get hurt. And Ackie monitors have some sharp teeth. I might make a noise and say ouch or yell or cuss or something. That might freak him out. And the next thing you know, you have negative versus positive reinforcement. And I don't want to cause anything that would traumatize him or me with building this relationship bond. So I always try to do it with a flat hand. I try to keep my fingers as close together as possible. Mind you guys, this is not how you do anything. This is not like, oh, how to tame your monitor video or nothing like that. This is just something I'm trying. I'm trying to see if it works. Some people say it's a good idea. Some people say it's a bad idea. Being that he's knocking, he's very small, and I notice how gentle and picky he is with the food, I'm not too worried. I'm not guaranteeing you guys that you won't get bit, so don't try this and then get bit and then say, oh, well, you told us, blah, blah, blah. No, there's a chance every single time he comes down here, I could get bit. You know what I'm saying? He could just honestly miss, you know? Nothing's perfect in nature, you know? Good example of that. You know, people always say that, ooh, well, you're, yeah, not the finger. There you go. People always say, oh, well, your leopard geckos, you know, they naturally get rid of the skin on their own. So if it gets in their eyes, let them get it out themselves. That's true. But remember, leopard geckos get eaten by other things in nature. Nothing's perfect in nature. Things die. Things get sick. Sometimes they don't even make it out the egg. The egg gets too tight, and this animal just dies in its eggshell. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, wow, he's getting a lot more patient. You know what I mean? Yeah, so with that being said, you know what I mean? Like, if your leopard gecko has stuck shit in his eyes and it's been there for like a month and it ain't coming out, look, do you want a blind gecko or not? You know what I'm saying? So that was an elaboration point. I know it seems like I was getting off topic again, but I'm saying all that to say this. This is not the wild, and the wild isn't perfect anyway. So do the best you can for your pet. Of course, they come from the wild, so we try to learn from that. But my main thing is, you know, don't treat your animal like everything it has to do has to be 100% of Australia. Because I don't know if you guys have seen pictures, but Australia's a scary place. And even though he's a monitor lizard, he ain't the top predator out there. A lot of those big guys out there, like the perennies and the yellow spotted monitors and the sand monitors, eat these guys. See? Scared me a little bit. That's why I had to move. It's okay. He's still gonna get his reward. Hey, hey, you want it? You gotta get it flat. Uh-oh. See? You're licking the finger a little bit too much. I got nervous. There's no guarantee he was gonna bite, but it scared me. I don't want it on the fingertips. Do you want it? Do you see it? Come on. It's okay. And that's the thing I'm noticing. The older he gets, the more forgiving he is. When he was little, these movements and stuff would scare the crap out of him. He wouldn't come out. The minute my finger even touched him on the head, he would freeze and get frozen, and he would just go, even if I touched his paw. And I was like, let me just stop poking and prodding at him. And this is actually working out better, because now I'm bugging. I'm supposed to be calcifying these things. That little bit of kale ain't gonna do enough. But yeah, I'm I forgot where I was going with that. Yeah, guys, forgive me for my rambling. I'm literally just trying to show you what I'm doing with my monitor. But yeah, things aren't perfect in nature. And I forgot what my main point was going to be with that, but basically, you want to make things as natural as possible, but there's limits, you know what I'm saying? Like, the bigger monitors out there have these guys for dinner. Honestly, if you Google Parenti, I think it's Varanus gigantus is the scientific name, or you Google wild Ackie monitor, the first thing you're going to see is a Parenti eating an Ackie monitor. So with that being said, in captivity, if you want to bond with your animal, you're like, oh, well, and I know some people are just more hands-off. It's just like to watch their animals. That's what you want to do, cool. But you got to remember, you may have to move your enclosure. You might have to clean it. You got to do a bunch of stuff. I'd rather have a positive enough relationship with my animal, so when I want to come in his tank, I'm not scaring him. I'm not causing him to hurt himself. I'm not causing him to hurt me. You know what I mean? Once an animal has been born in captivity, keeping everything 100% natural, that's out, because the game's already changed. So with that being said, let's make it the best we possibly can, I'm all about giving them the natural diet and the most natural sunlight and the most natural, close to natural habitat you can give them without the predators. But you got to remember, it's not going to be perfect. Come here, bud. I got a couple of white ones for you. Yeah, that one's the calcium. You like the calcium, I think. I think he likes calcium. I know he recognizes it as a taste of food. Calcium gets on a rock or on my finger or something. He starts licking at it, so he knows most of his food is calcium. Come here, bud. Hey, you want something to eat? Come on, you gotta get your calcium. Granted, he ate a ton of calcified superworms like 3 days ago, 2 days ago. So, if he didn't get any calcium this meal, But they've been chowing down on that kale, so they had to have some in there. I'm definitely not worried about D3 because he has this really nice UVB that costed me a lot of money, and honestly, it's awesome. It's worth the money. Hey, buddy, you want a worm? Come here. I'll just put him up there. Have him come and get him. That's the thing. He's more patient and more forgiving the longer I have him. He doesn't get too freaked out or anything anymore. Because literally the little movement stuff I do, they might make him a little nervous, but it's less scary. You know what I mean? And that worm's literally gonna crawl off the edge. Let me grab it. I'm gonna give you to him with tongs, only because I want to make sure he sees you and actually eats you. So get your little behind over here. Sorry, bud. I know it sucks, but we all got to do it. Hey, come here, bud. You want it? You want the last mealworm? Come here. Here he comes. Here comes the big boy. Yeah. Come up here. Come up here and get it. That's the thing. I'm never going to be totally against tongs either. But I am glad that I can move towards a stage where he gets used to me touching him. Once touching him becomes a normal thing, where just touching isn't scary, then I think we've almost completely won him over. At that point, he just has to come to me willingly, not with his mouth open, snapping at me for food, which, as you notice, when he approaches me, he's calm. And that's the only reason I felt confident enough to try this. I just didn't want to get the animal used to, hey, I see Steve, that's his hand is food, I'm going to bite him. That idea scared the crap out of me, but, came out my comfort zone a little bit to try to give both of us a better situation. Plus, I want to do some stuff with his tank, which may require me to take him out the tank, and I don't want to freak him out. So if I can get him tameable before then, at least tameable where he'll tolerate, like, where he can crawl in my hand and he'll tolerate me handling him and putting him somewhere before I do that, that would be much better. There we go. Now we're going back to basics, bud. Back to the basics. Back to day one. With the tongs and the food. Yeah, guys, I just don't want to give it to him with my fingers. And as he gets less hungry, he gets less daring. So now I'm just going to... That's the thing. Got to get to know your monitor. You got to get to know what he does. So I just want to make sure he gets a couple calcified ones. That way I know he's getting his supply of calcium that he needs. But yeah, guys, that was fun. That was just me and Thunder hanging out. I gotta take a brush and clean the heck out of these. This track is disgusting. I actually saw a guy on Facebook that actually had like a cool barrier up to stop his monitor lizard from kicking dirt up in there. Hopefully he gets back to me soon on how he built that, because I definitely want to build one or set something up. But yeah, guys, if you're loving these Ackie monitor videos, thank you. I'm having a lot of fun with this. I'm not doing any how-tos or nothing like that. It's my first monitor. Even outside of monitor lizards, this is the first Ackie I've ever had. You know what I'm saying? I feel like sometimes I rush those how-to videos too fast, and I haven't learned enough yet for prior species I've done. So, guys, this is just what I'm doing. If you want to see more of my content, subscribe. If you know anything about these guys and you want to teach me something, maybe something I'm doing right that I need to keep doing. Maybe there's something that I'm doing wrong. Maybe it's something I'm slightly doing wrong that I just need to adjust. You know what I mean? Feel free to let me know. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And when you subscribe, if you want to see all my videos, make sure you hit that little bell icon so that way you can actually see all of my content, because YouTube's changing. You got to make sure you hit that bell icon and you hit all. That way, every time one of my videos pops up, it'll pop up in your feed so you can actually see it, versus it just getting lost under all the other content you probably subscribe to. All right, guys. Peace. Later.